Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. I am Sabreena Haque, assistant teacher of science, National Real English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am going to take a chemistry class for class 9 student on the based on chapter 1, and this is the part 2 of the chapter. So let us move forward to this topic. Today we will start the process of research in chemistry. The aim of science is the betterment of humanity. Scientists are constantly working with the same aim in their mind. The term scientist certainly ringed the name of great scientists like Einstein, Newton, Archimedes, Lavoisier, Galileo, etc. They are obviously great scientists. However, the meaning of term scientist has the scope for you to be called so. Indeed, science is that knowledge which is gained out of systematic explanation. The process of gaining knowledge by experimenting is known as research. One who carries out such research is a scientist. Therefore, if you carry out research, you can also be a scientist. Experimenting through a perfect and systematic process in order to learn something is called research. It means there is a certain procedure to carry out a research. Research in chemistry also follows some procedure. Now we shall learn the steps of this procedure. In the first step of the research, you need to determine what you want to learn or what new thing you want to invent. That already one time we have learned in class 6 science book. Now again it starts in your chemistry. Suppose you want to learn whether the heat will be produced or absorbed as ammonium chloride is dissolved in water. This is known as topic selection. Dear student, this is topic selection. Now in the second step, you have investigate the matter. At this stage, you will read some books or some papers from internet and other sources in order to learn how such kind of experiment was carried out someone else and what result it did yield. Now, suppose you have learned that another chemical compound, calcium oxide, when dissolved in water produce heat, and you will also be able to learn what kind of apparatus, chemicals and steps were followed in this experiment, and that will give you an idea about what things you will require to conduct the test yourself, and besides you will have an idea about the probable result. In this case, if you dissolve ammonium chloride in water, heat will be produced. Now again, if you will be able to decide what kind of materials you are going to use and what will be the steps of experiment, you come to know that you would need beaker, water, ammonium chloride, thermometer, glass rod, balance, etc. First, you will take the water in the beaker and you will record the temperature. That means if we use firstly 0 gram, then after mixing, that time we have to measure the temperature of the beaker's water. After using the 5 gram of ammonium chloride, we have to measure. Look, after using the 5 gram, the temperature is decreased to 25 to 20 degrees Celsius. Now after using 10 gram, it comes to 15 degrees Celsius. After using 15 gram, it comes to 10 degree temperature. That means there through the chemical reaction, heat is absorbed, and that's why the reaction place become colder and this place become cold. Now these all things are you have to record it in the written in your notebook. If you analyze the data shown above, you will see more ammonium chloride is dissolved in water, the less the temperature of water becomes. It will decide, since dissolving ammonium chloride in water decrease the temperature of water, ammonium chloride absorb heat from water in order to get dissolved, and the result is dissolving ammonium chloride in water result in absorption of temperature. This is the result of your experiment. The step of for the experiment is first one topic selection, second one acquiring relevant information, second one planning information, third one experiment fourth one experiment, fifth one data collection and analyze, and last one is result and resolution. If we do not get result, that time we have to go again from the first steps. That means this is the resolution, and this portion you have to learn. Now come to adapting safety for the using chemistry laboratory and using chemical in the laboratory. The place where scientific experiment are held is called the laboratory. This is the definition of laboratory. Similarly, the place where experiment of chemistry are held is called chemistry laboratory. It is understood there will be various chemicals in a chemistry laboratory. Almost all chemicals are harmful to some extent for us as well as our environment. Some chemicals are prone to explosion, some are flammable, some harms our body directly, and some are dangerous for nature. Most of the apparatus in the chemistry laboratory are made of glass. Therefore, we need to be cautious about the moment of the entry into the laboratory to the moment we are out. That means total time which time we stay in the laboratory, we have to cautious about this. Lack of caution may result into accident. An example, if acid falls on your body, you will get injury. If acid falls on your dress, the dress will be spoiled. Besides, there may be accident including fires, explosion in the laboratory. Therefore, you need wear apron and the apron will be knee long and its hands will be covered up to wrist. Then color will be white. If you use gloves in the hand, safety goggles on your eyes, some of these safety measures are given in the following pictures. These are the aprons which you have to use in the time of stowing in the chemistry lab. These have to be white in color. This is safety goggles, safety gloves, and mask also. A safety measurement in chemistry laboratory. We need to learn the nature of chemical before we start use it, and we need to know whether the flammable or these substances are flammable or radioactive, and these are made clear using some signs on the containers. And to introduce a globally harmonized system about this, the United Nations organized a conference named Environment and Development. This conference gave a set of harmonized signs for different risky substances and their level of risk. The table which we will learn in next page, that will show the signs and the risk, extent of risk and precaution. This table will be your homework. You have to draw these signs and you have to write the risk, extent of risk and precaution. This first sign is explosive substances. Look, this is the sign of explosive substance. Then come to risk, extent of risk and precaution. We need to very careful about this substance. We must keep in mind that friction and fire may cause serious explosion from these, which will be harmful for our body as well as the laboratory. We need extreme caution in handling this. TNT, organic peroxide, nitroglycerine, etc. are such kind of substances. Now come to flammable substances. Look, this sign looks like fire. Alcohol, ether are flammable. These may catch fire quickly, therefore we need to keep them away from fire or heat. Heat may cause the fire also, that's why. Now come to toxic substances. These are a known sign to us. We see in everywhere with it dangerous. That means it is symbol of the head of a skeleton, and with the two bones is toxic substances. Substances with the sign are poisonous. If we come in touch with them or inhale them, they may cause harm to our body, benzene, chlorobenzene, methanol, etc. are such substances. We must wear apron, hand gloves and safety goggles when handling them. Now come to irritant substances. Cement, dust, then light acid, base, nitrous oxide cause irritation on skin, eyes, breathing system. We must wear apron, hand gloves and safety goggles when handling them. Also we have to use mask also. Now come to next one, hazardous substances. This is the sign of hazardous substances. Direct contact on skin or inhalation of such substances may cause short or long term harm to our health. They may affect our breathing system or even cause disease like cancer. Benzene, toluene, xylene are such substances. We must wear apron, hand gloves and safety goggles when handling them. Now come to radioactive substances. These substances emit harmful rays which may cause diseases like cancer or impair some body. We need to be extremely cautious in handling these. Uranium, radium are the of these kinds. Look, next one is dangerous for environment. This is the picture of sign of dangerous for environment. Substances with this sign are dangerous for environment, meaning they are harm both animals and plants. They require caution when in use. Again, they have to be gathered in a place after use and they have to be recycled as much as possible. That's way they cannot do much harm to the environment. Now come to corrosive substances. These cause injury to our body in contact. Inhalation of such substances may cause injury inside the body. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid are example of corrosive substances. Now come to multiple choice question. Which of the following substances is used for preserving processed food for a long time? Dear student, that will be preservatives. That will be preservative. Vinegar also a preservative, but because here is written about preservative, we have to put tick mark on preservative because there are different types of preservative are available in the market. Now come to next page. What does the following sign is indicates? This is a sign like fire, so it is a flammable substances. Now come to next one. Which of the following signs are radioactive substances? Dear students, radioactive substances sign is looks like a fan. This will be C. Now come to next one, that is which of the following metals is melted when mixed with copper to produce bronze? We know in ancient time the people used tin with copper to produce bronze. So answer will be C. It will be tin. Dear students, this is your homework number 2. Draw and write the table 1.04, that means signs and their explanation identifying risk. That table you have to draw and write totally as your homework from page number 13 and 14, and you have to submit on Saturday from 9 am to 3 pm. Dear students, I have finished my today's topic. This chapter is totally introductory part, but the science and the precaution and the risk level of the science is very much important for you. So do the homework, submit it. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.